Jinn. What is a jinn? An Islamic term for a demonic lower-ranking demon. Jinn. Jinn. I thought gin was alcohol. Well, let me have a little bit of alcohol. Gin. Oh my God, this is nasty. Hello, and welcome to the channel. It's Michelle in a Movie. Hi. My name is Michelle, and I am your host. We have a great movie review for you today, and the title of the movie is the long-anticipated release of 3,000 Years of Longing. The movie was released at the Cannes Film Festival May 20th, 2022, and it was released in the U.S. in August 26, 2022. The movie was written and directed by George Miller, also produced by him as well. The movie stars Mr. Idris Elba and Miss Tilda Swinton. Idris Elba is the Jinn, and Miss Tilda Swinton is Miss Alethea Benny. Our cinematographer in this movie is John Seal, and the production companies are FilmNation Entertainment, and the movie is distributed by MGM Studios. I also want to note that it is rated R for a lot of nudity in a certain scene. There's some nudity going on in a certain scene. Excuse me. This movie is also very much rooted in Islamic Arabic tradition. I want to point out that a jinn is the Arabic term for a low-ranking demonic spirit that grants wishes. Yes, it's a real term in the Islamic tradition. So also there is some references made to King Solomon, and we all know that King Solomon is also in the Bible, Christian Bible. So as to not be confused, that's why I'm mentioning that this script is deeply influenced by Islamic tradition. Of course, let's get to the movie review for 3,000 Years of Longing. And I also, as usual, I have to say, I have to put a disassociation with anything that I may say, because I will be getting into the characters of the Jen and the Miss Alethea Benny in this movie. So the movie starts off with Miss Alethea flying to Istanbul, Turkey for a conference. I guess it's a narratologist conference. And we see her on the airplane. She's reading, and her foot is just going, tapping nervously while she's on the flight. And she's speed reading a book. And she's also telling the story in first person narrative. And she is saying that you won't believe it, so I have to tell the story this way. So anyway, cut through all the particulars. The plane lands and she gets off of the flight, and then all of a sudden she starts seeing all of these ghostly apparitions. One little short, looked like the little ugly thing that was in the Lord of the Rings that was so crazy about the ring. That used to call it my precious, one of them looking type ghosts. And he tried to take away her luggage. And she was looking around, but I noticed she wasn't, you supposed to be really more shaken than what she appeared to be when you see something like that. Because she saw this apparition just disappear before her eyes in the crowd. And then, she asked somebody, did they see whomever this little ugly man was? And they said, no, we ain't see nothing. And so she just laughs it off. Ha 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 ha, I guess I'm stressed out. Anyway, you stressed out, all right. Anyway, she gets on stage, and during the presentation, she's at the conference. And someone is also co-hosting with her. And I think it was one of the persons that was in the taxi with her on the way to, their hotels. So anyway, she spots another ghostly apparition out in the audience. It was a figure dressed in white, and he did kind of look like of that Turkish type attire from like around the Middle Ages type attire, but he was in all white, the skin white, everything. And so everywhere she looked in the audience, this apparition moved with her eyesight. And so it eventually opens its mouth real wide, and it comes at her, and she faints right there on the stage, as one would expect after seeing such a thing. So she wakes up, and she tells everyone that she really must be stressed out because she has been seeing a lot of apparitions. Something should tell you Miss Alethea ain't the normal character in this movie. But anyway, the thing about all this is that for the audience's point of view, it should tell us that something is about to go really strange and awry. So now, here it go. I wonder who foot that belonged to in that scene. No, really, I wondered who foot that was, because inquiring minds would like to know, with the gold toes and all of that kind of stuff. Let's get to the point in this whole thing. Okay. She then released the genie by rubbing on the top of the bottle, and he breaks loose. Okay. From that point, we learned that the jinn is like a real person who has real feelings. And he goes on and he talks about how he is so grateful that she rubbed on the bottle and let him out. And by the way, he speaks to her in ancient Greek. And Miss Alethea got it going on up here. Girlfriend know how to speak ancient Greek. And he tells her that she only gets 3 wishes, and she cannot make a wish saying that she wants unlimited wishes for the rest of her days. And he tells her that he cannot do a wish that would absolve sin. So now, that part, now that's interesting. That's a genie that can make, when you make a wish, and he can absolve sin. So now this movie spends a whole lot of time talking about the jinn's 3,000 years of longing, okay? And I don't hear enough about Miss Alethea's 3,000 years of longing, okay? We hear all about the jinn's ups and downs, his highs and his lows throughout his career as a jinn. And we just don't hear enough about what is there something in Miss Alethea that is really a part of her heart's desire. She said something about some young man, and when she was going to college, that she was wishing something about. You kind of lost me in that one right there. But the strength, the core, I tell you about what is it about Miss Alethea that would make her want to have her heart's desire. Okay? What is it? Now, I will say this. That was a shame what happened between him and the Queen of Sheba and King Solomon. Oh, that would have rattled my cage too. Oh, that was awful. But anyway, here's the most important thing. I want to know how long is any woman of sound mind gonna sit in a hotel room with a big old tall man reaching the ceiling with pointy ears and bluish green from the waist down, gonna talk a lot too about 3 wishes. I don't care how cute in the face this gin is supposed to be, but now you know, I know all of us have our whims and our quirks, but this is a quirk that I don't think is realistic, okay? But anyway, now it is time for It's Michelle in a Movie to give its grade on this movie. And I give it a B. It's a flat out B because of the interesting background into what a gin is and what culture it comes from, and certainly because of all the great visual effects that were in this movie to keep one's attention held for quite some time. So yeah, I would suggest that you get the movie and go to the movie, and see what your feelings are afterwards, and certainly research the way that this script, research the background into Islamic and Arabic tradition concerning a jinn. Okay, so now thus comes the end of this movie review, and if you have liked this movie review, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all back at this channel for another It's Michelle in a Movie review.